We're at the entrance of our screening corridor here on the north side of the Fire Academy building. Fire Academy students are going to be coming from this direction to my right, your left, from their designated parking lot farther up on Academy Way. EMT students will be coming from the south side of the building from their parking lot on my left, your right, entering the screening corridor here. Okay, so real quickly, I want to talk about line etiquette as you're standing in our screening corridor. Okay, these lines are here for a reason. They maintain both social distancing and then some, because these are 12 feet apart. Okay, so our expectation is when you're in line, you're on this line, and the other student in front of you is on their line. Now, it is real easy to become lackadaisical as the semester goes on, to start, wanting to communicate and talk to the person because you're friends, right? You're spending a lot of time with each other, okay? We need you to maintain that 12-foot distancing every time you come through the screening process. So as the students move up, you move up, but again, you're still maintaining that 12-foot spacing as we move forward through the screening process. So for both faculty and students, you'll be required to fill out a electronic screening document, and that will be sent out to you prior to arrival to the Academy site. Now, what our expectation is when you get here, you have that ready to go on your mobile device and start filling it out prior to getting to the front of the line. So as you're progressing in line, you could be filling out the questions all the way up to the temperature piece, which we'll be giving you once you get to the actual temperature check station. Also, while you're standing in line, our expectation is that you'll be wearing some type of face protection, either a cloth face mask, one of these medical style face masks, or if you have an N95 that is current, you can wear one of those as well. Okay, so again, as you're progressing up our screening corridor, maintaining social distancing, progressing up each marker on the ground, this is the last marker that you're going to stand on prior to entering our actual temperature station. I like to call this our on-deck position. So if we say stay on deck, you'll stay right here, or move to the on-deck position. This is the on-deck position here in the shade. So once we call you in to the actual temperature station, this is where you're going to be moving into that space. So as we call you in, you'll move in with your electronic form all the way completed except for the temperature piece. And again, you're going to have your face mask on. You're going to stand with your heels on this yellow strip on the threshold. And what our Seek scan device, which is this camera, is going to be screening your face for your surface temperature to give us an idea if you have an elevated temperature. Once it does that, the screening proctor will ask you to step forward towards our screening station. So you'll step up, and they will be using the no-touch thermometer to take your temperature. So the proctor will then give me my temperature. I will then enter that temperature into my device here and hit submit on my electronic form, at which point the proctor will say you are allowed to enter the facility if you're in an EMT class, lab class. If you're a Fire Academy student, you'll be heading out to the drill ground to meet up with Captain Crudo. We're going to be asking a few follow-up questions about the questionnaire itself. For example, did you answer yes to any questions? Have you been exposed to anybody with COVID? Are you working on an ambulance right now that exposes you to people who have COVID? Those types of follow-up questions. And if everything is good to go, the screener will then hand me some gloves, and then also will be issuing me a sticker that identifies that I have been screened for that day. It will be a different color for each day of the week. So today happens to be orange, so we can easily identify you from a distance going, that student or that staff member has been screened for today. If you are not cleared and there is something that we need to dig deeper in as far as yes answer to one of the questions, or if you have an elevated temperature, what we will do is we will have you walk outside to a designated area where we can ask further questions and keep the line going. So that designated area is just beyond this actual screening station outside this door, following the screening corridor out here to this quarantine area or hot zone or whatever you want to call it, next to this delineator. And at that point, we're going to have somebody come out and ask further questions. It could be myself, it could be one of the EMT staff members or paramedic staff members. It could be our medical staff from Oxnard College. It could be any of those people asking follow-up questions to see if we need to have you go get some type of testing done, or to see your primary physician, or if it's something that we can still allow you into the class. So it's not necessarily a big deal if you're brought out here, we just need to ask additional questions.